Our new reading lesson today is Ikhbal the Talented. It's talking about crafts and their kinds and the skillful people that are famous in making a certain craft. Questions Questions for discussion. 1. What do we mean by talented? Someone who is talented has a natural ability to do something well. So when we say someone is talented, we really are talking about something that they were born with, so they probably have talent for that particular thing. 2. What kind of crafts is Lebanon famous for? Pottery, pots, glass objects, soup, mats, wood carving, working with needles, and many more are crafts that Lebanon is famous for. 3. What do you know about pottery and how is it made? Pottery is one of the oldest crafts and the most widespread of decorative arts, consisting of objects made of clay and hardened with heat at high temperature. Here we have some pictures to help you understand more. Pot, pottery, olive grooves, clay, monuments, archaeologist. Vocabulary: archaeologist, a scientist who studies the life and culture of past. Ancient, very old. Crack, break. Tool, an instrument used for cutting, hitting, or digging. Search, look for. Open page 156 and let's figure out what the picture is talking about. It's a picture of an old village called Rashay al-Fukhar. It lies at the foot of Al-Sheikh mountain in the south of Lebanon. This village is known for its olive groves, pottery, and pots. Now let's read pages 156 and 157. Rashay al-Fukhar is a village that lies at the foot of Al-Sheikh mountain in the south of Lebanon. This village is known for its olive groves and pottery. Ikhbal, a young woman, was known for the fine pots she made in Rashay al-Fukhar. Now let's ask some questions. What is Rashay al-Fukhar and where is it located? Rashay al-Fukhar is a village that lies at the foot of Al-Sheikh mountain in the south of Lebanon. Who was Ikhbal? Ikhbal, the talented, was a young woman who was known for the fine pots she made in Rashay al-Fukhar. Now let's continue reading. Ikhbal and the other village women made pots for their families. They also sold pots to visitors and tourists. Compared to the pots made by the other women, young Ikhbals were lovely, but they weren't outstanding. They weren't the pots that would make Ikhbal's name known all over Lebanon. One day, a group of archaeologists came to Rashay al-Fukhar looking for monuments. During excavation, they had found broken bits of pottery. The pots had belonged to the ancient Lebanese people who had lived there thousands of years before. The visitors' finds influenced Iqbal's art. They also changed her life. Now let's ask, who made pots for families, visitors, and tourists? Iqbal and the other village women made pots for their families, visitors, and tourists. How was Iqbal's pots? Iqbal's pots were lovely and weren't outstanding. What had archaeologists found during excavation? During excavation, they had found broken bits of pottery. Now let's continue reading. One of the archaeologists showed Iqbal the pieces of broken pots. They were thinner than the pots Iqbal was making. They had an odd shiny black finish. He asked Iqbal if she could make such a pot. He wanted it to be just like a 1,000-year-old pot. Iqbal said she would try. Now let's ask. Describe the broken pots that the archaeologists had found. They were thinner than the pots Iqbal was making, and they had an odd shiny black finish. Could Iqbal make such the broken pot? Why do you think so? I think Iqbal could make such the broken pots because she was talented. Do you think the archaeologists liked Iqbal's pots? How do you know? I think the archaeologists liked Iqbal's pots because they were influenced to Iqbal's art.